Hello, and welcome to this brief introduction to Title III, Support for English Learners, so much more than a funding source. My name is Erica Lozano, and I am proud to serve as the Title III Director with the Department of Language and Cultural Equity through Albuquerque Public Schools. I am here to support you. In this presentation, we're going to review the goals of Title III, guidelines for spending, and the support that is provided and available to you in our district. As successful practitioners do, let's begin with the end in mind by looking at the goals of Title III. There are two main goals of Title III, the first of which is to increase the English proficiency and academic achievement of English learners. The second is to provide high-quality professional development to any school personnel who impact English learners throughout the instructional day. Here's a quick overview of the guidelines to keep in mind as you look at spending your Title III funds. When thinking about Title III funding, there are three things to keep in mind. It is designated specifically for English learners, it is supplemental, and federally funded. It is also important to keep in mind that Title III funding is not the same as bilingual funding. It is not a replacement for state funding, and it is not based on a student's socioeconomic status. Sometimes spending Title III funds can be challenging or frustrating. Here's a quick breakdown to help you get started and overcome some of those barriers. So many of us often begin by asking, so what can I buy with these funds? As you look at your allocation though, what's most important to think about is this: what are the language and academic needs of my English learners? Discussion about funding comes into play when we talk about what resources or services are needed to fulfill the needs of the English learners at your site. Maybe you determine that you need supplemental instructional resources for the English learners at your site, or PD for your staff. Maybe it's parent engagement and outreach that's needed. Or perhaps your teachers just need time to analyze data and create plans for English learners in their classes. There are so many ways to spend this funding, the list goes on and on. Indeed, the possibilities are endless. What's important though is to ensure that your purchases are supplementary, that they go above and beyond what you're already doing to support your English learners, and that it's in alignment with the goals of Title III that we discussed at the beginning of this presentation. I know that your allocation might seem small on paper compared to your other funding sources, but your funds can go a long way. I'm here to help you in whatever you need in order to utilize your funds to meet the needs of the English learners at your site. So as you prepare your Title III plan, please don't hesitate to reach out to me for support. That's what I'm here for. Whether you just have a simple question, you'd like me to come out to your site to sit down and chat with you, or review and provide feedback on your plans, I'm here to help no matter what you need. So let's connect. Although my job may be to oversee and provide support for Title III funds, I never forget that behind every dollar is a student with incredible promise and potential. My goal is to support you in utilizing your funds to provide for English learners what they need to succeed. So let's get started. Thanks for watching.